I'm from Elmhurst, Illinois. I went to York High School, and so around there, running is kind of like the big thing. You know, just about everybody in town runs. It's almost kind of like Texas football with the intensity. Once I wasn't big enough to play any other sports like baseball or football, I was straight into running. It's addictive. You know, once you start to have a little bit of success, you want to keep going, and that is definitely something I want to pursue here.
Cal and I started communicating during his senior year. I think, you know, we just wanted to see if it was a good fit here, and we sat down and had a pretty lengthy conversation, and I left that thinking, yeah, this guy could really do some things.
It's definitely tough making that transition and being bad again. You know, you're so used to having success in high school and doing well, and then getting here and being pretty awful right away. That's not too much fun. And that was something that motivated me to kind of push forward and find some success again.
Anytime you see a runner get better, no matter what level that is, that's very satisfying as a coach. I mean, I think the thing with Kyle that I've seen similar to some others like Ryan Rutherford and Aisha Prad and some of the great ones that I've worked with here the last 10 years is that they're never satisfied with status quo. To see how far he's come over the last few years has been phenomenal, and I think a lot of that is because, you know, Kyle's very good about knowing how to make, you know, progress, but not overdo things.
I was definitely used to one way for a lot of my life, having one certain coach, expecting so many things, and it was very rigid and not very flexible in a lot of plans, which I think in a lot of ways was good. But coming here and working with Coach Bovey and coaches that we've had throughout the years has been important for me because they've given me a lot of flexibility that I think has made a huge difference for me personally.
A year ago, when we were at the regional and he was in that lead pack with 2,000 meters to go and finished 27th as a redshirt sophomore there at the regional, I thought, you know what, next year, and we talked after the race, said, hey, next year, let's be in that same position, but let's finish that thing off.
I wouldn't say it's something that I expected at all, something that I wanted to definitely put myself in a position where it'd be possible. I kept thinking that someone was going to come up behind me and take it away in the last few meters, but coming down the last straightaway, I really let myself realize that it was a possibility, and so I just kind of tried to leave it all out there and make sure it was in my hands and not somebody else's. To find out that I made it, my parents were there, my grandma came, so they were very excited for me. A lot of fun to share that moment with them. I know the coach was very excited, and a lot of my teammates are very supportive. It was interesting because there was so little pressure. You know, I think kind of making it to the meet for me was kind of the ultimate goal of the season. Really, it was a cool experience to go and see the area, be involved with just the scale of the meet, I guess, and how big it is and how many spectators come out. It's a very cool environment.
Now that he's been to the national meet, it's a lot easier to see yourself there again. You know, breaking that barrier the first time is the hardest one to get to. But once you've been there, it makes you hungry to want to go back.
I get a lot of joy out of seeing the team's success. From a competitive standpoint, I like to win. And if I can do my part to make that happen, that makes me feel pretty accomplished. It's definitely fun to finish and see some of the guys coming in behind you. You know, that's an exciting thing. I won't really fully grasp this year for a little bit longer, maybe at the end of track season, kind of looking back at the year as a whole and seeing how we progress throughout the year. Indoor and outdoor track, we want to be in a position to win this year. There's a lot of talent coming in, a lot of new guys, a lot of old guys, and I think we're going to be much better than years past. And so that'd be something that'd be the next big thing for me, is now that I've seen a little bit of success individually, I'd love to see the team kind of push forward and start to break some barriers there.